Hello and welcome back to the Football Rundown. Of course, we're back here today with another matchday vlog as Stockport County take on Port Vale at Vale Park, of course, for our first league meeting since 2011. Port Vale did start the weekend sat 19th in the League One table, but results not going in their favour on Saturday means they've dropped to 21st in the table currently. County did start the weekend sat 5th in the table. They pushed up to 4th, and that's because AFC Wimbledon were ahead of them on goals difference, but of course lost 1-0. 2 berths now being at the weekend, which means County pushed up to 4th, and with results going our way elsewhere as well. Bolton beating Cardiff in a narrow late win for Bolton, and also Stevenage and Bradford drawing level with one of the teams in front of us. The results couldn't have gone any better for us really, and that does mean it's provided a perfect opportunity for Stockport County. Should they win against Port Vale tonight at Vale Park, they could potentially go 2 points top of the table with a win. So very much the direction we're wanting to go in. We'd also make it 4 back-to-back wins in a row as well. So a lot of positivity at the moment. I suppose the one negative has been the performances, but it's got to come at some point. We've got to put in a strong performance eventually, and hopefully that will happen. But more importantly, hopefully we get the result tonight. As I say, not faced them in the league since 2011. We are looking for that 4th consecutive win. So hopefully we get that. I am confident. I said in the preview though, Port Vale don't tend to concede a lot of goals. They've got a fairly decent defensive record in League One so far this season. So I do think it'll be a tight game in terms of scoreline wise, but I do think County will get the job done. Of course, we'll also be up against some ex-Stockport County players as well, the likes of Rico Richards and of course Ryan Crowsdale. So hopefully they'll have a good reception from the away county supporters, of which should be around 3,000. So I am looking forward to the game, like I say. I think it's really important we get the win. It would put us temporarily top of the table going into an FA Cup weekend next weekend as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the game though tonight. Like I say, I'm positive. I'm still going to stick with that 2-1 prediction I went with in the preview. So without further ado, let's get into today's matchday vlog. Okay, we're here somewhere in Port Vale.
Can you even see anything on the camera?
Well, you're saying this is the way to the ground.
It is from the chippy.
And I'm not being funny. Right, it looks a lot brighter with the light on. But have a look at this behind us.
Yeah, you probably can't see anything. So something's going to jump out and attack us any second.
It looks like something from a horror film.
Happy Halloween.
Well, it is Halloween this week. This isn't really the way I saw it going. I'd rather County frighten the life out of Port Vale tonight, to be honest, but
Nice segue.
Let's see what happens. We've made it. There we go, underway. Overplayed it.
decent chances in the first 7 minutes. Good distance to Port Vale. Hope so. Well done, Watson. I'll tell you what, I didn't predict this.
What is going on?
Two goals in the second half. Yeah, good job. Go!
Well, the cover from County, but to be fair, holding well to it most of it. Testing's a little bit here, Port Vale for the first time, it feels like.
Mark Ryan! A moment of panic there from County and they're giving away a silly free kick. We tell you what, Port Vale, they're having a little bit of a good spell at the end of this half. Just obviously hit the crossbar from the free kick and then that moment as well. Finding the way back in.
Have a pop, lads!
Half time, 3-0 Stockport County. Who would have seen that one coming? Really fast start to the second half, wasn't it?
Go on. It's not a handball. Hit him in the stomach. That was not a bad effort at all. It's taken a deflection as well. Back in. I'll be honest, I didn't see what the ref saw. Lowe had to get on the end of that one.
Oh yeah! So we know.
But there we go then, Port Vale 0, Stockport County 3, and it's 3 points for Stockport County, which does see us temporarily go top spot in League One, albeit potentially not going to last too long, of course, with that game tomorrow between Bradford and Lincoln, where if Bradford win, they would go ahead of us in the League One table. But let's enjoy it for now. Let's enjoy the performance tonight. Let's enjoy the 3 points tonight, because Stockport County have managed to not just push and get a second when having a 1-0 lead, but also go and get a third as well, and what made it a really comfortable first half for Stockport County. So, you know, how does that happen? How does that happen in terms of, you know, we said a couple of times this season, County don't seem to be pushing for the, you know, for the extra goal when they need to. Stockport County go a goal up very early on in the, you know, in the first half, and you know, it probably says a little bit of a different story from how the game actually started. I actually thought Port Vale started the game really well. I thought they had one or two really good half chances. I think Ryan Crowsdale with the first one. So yeah, I was actually a little bit worried early on with some of the chances Port Vale created, but they didn't manage to take those chances, and County kind of shut them up by capitalising on an opportunity. Of course, where Nathan Lowe manages to head it home for a second goal in a row, of course, after getting that goal against Exeter last week at Edgeley Park. It means it's 2 back-to-back goals for Nathan Lowe, and it did put Stockport County 1-0 potentially against the run of play in that moment, but Stockport County took full advantage of Port Vale's mistakes and managed to go and get a second and a third. Cal Wootton on the turn for the second, Jack Diamond, of course, with that third goal as well, and suddenly County are 3 goals up very early on in the first half, it felt like, within the first 25-30 minutes, and Stockport County looked in cruise control. And at that point in time, you're looking at it and going, Stockport County should really go on and push and get the 4th, kill the game. This could be a silly scoreline, but actually Port Vale managed to find their way into the game a little bit with the sort of last few minutes, last sort of 5-10 minutes of the first half almost. They had some good chances, but again, a bit like the first 1 or 2 they had in the first, at the beginning of the game, they didn't take those chances. It meant that it went into half time 3-0 Stockport County, and then you're thinking, if Port Vale start the second half, they manage to get a goal, it's a different game. If County get a goal early on, it completely kills off any chances of Port Vale getting back in the game, I felt. And we come out second half, a really strong start. I think it was Nathan Lowe had a shot, just going into the bottom corner, saved, palmed out for a corner. A really bright start. It must have been the first 10-15 seconds into the second half. An unbelievable start. You couldn't have asked for a better start to second half. And then you're thinking, okay, this isn't going to be one-half County. Stockport County are going to go and push and get that 4th goal. We didn't manage to get that 4th goal. We had some good chances. I think Ethan Pye from a corner, Joseph Lowe from a free kick into the box. 2 really good chances from defenders. Not really taking advantage of our ability from set pieces yet. So I thought I was disappointed. But actually, it was a pretty boring second half, I thought. And like I say, other than those 2 chances which County should have taken, there wasn't really a lot of goal action really from either side. And like I say, it was a relatively boring second half. But I think the fact that we're complaining a little bit that it was a boring second half when you won the game 3-0 and got a clean sheet and 3 points and we've gone top of the table. All in all, not too bad of a night really, is it? So yeah, it has been good. Like I say, if I was going to be really, really harsh, it was disappointing we didn't push on and get the 4th and maybe the 5th and killed the game like I thought we could have done. But at the same time, we've won the game 3-0. It's the first time we've scored 3 goals in the league, in the league game so far this season. We've sort of maintained the clean sheet again with Hinchcliffe in goal. It's 3 points on the board. We've gone top of the table. What can you really pick at? So like I say, there's a couple of things you can really pick at if you're being ridiculously harsh, which I could be. But overall, it was a lot more positive. So of course you're still going to kick on. Of course, against a better quality team, you might get punished. They might get that, with the chances that Port Vale had, they might go and get that first goal, get some back in the game, and made it a little bit more nervy. But we did what we had to do today. We got 3 points, we got 3 goals, we kept a clean sheet, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a massive step forward. It's continuation of the progress we've made probably since I'd say maybe Cardiff, where of course we've got a couple of draws after a bad day at Plymouth. We've really steadied and made steady progress, and it looks like we're starting to turn a corner. And today we've gone and done something we haven't done yet this season. That is to say, get 3 goals in a league game. So yeah, a lot of confidence. We'll go into that. We've got a cup game against Tranmere on Saturday now. Obviously we'll rotate the team quite a bit as well, but I still think we'll take a lot of confidence with that. Obviously we've got Luton back in the league in 2 weeks from now, just under 2 weeks from now. So yeah, generally quite positive. Like I say, I'd expect a result against Tranmere, albeit I do expect it to be a heavily rotated side, but that's still a great opportunity for players that haven't got minutes so far this season. But yeah, like I say, really good performances, really good at both Wootton and Lowe scored as well. And of course, Diamond getting his goal out. Look, I said I would have dropped Diamond going into the game. So yeah, shows what I know. Really good performance from him, and yeah, just really pleased. I thought Anyango as well had a bit of a scary moment the first few minutes. I think he let the Port Vale play around him a little bit, made up for it with the assist for the first goal. So yeah, really pleased with the performance. The only thing I would say, the only gripe I do have is that we didn't go on and do much in the second half. But as I say, we did the job in the first half, and we saw what was a poor Port Vale side, to be honest. And what's not to like? We're top of the table, potentially for 24 hours only, but we are top of the table for now, and hopefully we'll see ourselves there a little bit more often in this season, of course. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, and we move on to Tranmere now on Saturday. So hopefully you've all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the video if you have. Do get your thoughts, and of course in the comment section below. As always, subscribe if you are new, and as always, thanks for watching.